familiar faces. You are wonderful students. Thank you very much. Well, today we are covering a product that has been with us for several years. It's multi-resveratrol. It's a product that has been with us, I don't know for how long, pretty well-known product. And on the other hand, we are going to cover a product that was launched last year and has been a huge success. All right. So thank you very much for being here. And let's start with this multi-resveratrol. Uh, Also, just to remind you, we can interact with the chat. We can interact in there with some questions and comments. So feel free to do it. All right. Just give me a sec. All right, so be ready with your notes. I see that you are taking notes, putting attention on details. That's wonderful because your notes are going to be the best resources you will have. Also, this session is being recorded, so all of you can see it later and to study more in deep or verify some details. All right. So let's talk about multi-resveratrol. This is the answer from Immunotech to the multivitamin product, right? Some of you could see it that way, but for Immunotech, we are always trying to go farther, go beyond these kind of concepts. Is our proposal, yes, for a multiresveratrol, but this formulation is a very protective formulation. It's a functional vitamin product. We are we are trying to give people supplements that are in these general categories, but with higher impact product that go beyond their general purpose, that in this case is a multivitamin, but we are always trying to go farther than that. And multiresveratrol is a perfect example for that. And I will give you some examples about it. Great story to tell to your customers, especially those that are already taking some multivitamins there or that they can find many multivitamins in the market. Well, you will see why multi-resveratrol is so different from
The
the rest and always with the spirit behind Immunotech. All right. So the basic description, we have 21 vitamins and minerals there, along with a very powerful antioxidant, which is resveratrol. Very powerful antioxidant, has been known for many years, plenty of clinical trials to support the antioxidant protection we can get from this resveratrol. And also we have an algae, chlorella algae, which is very rich in many other minerals and bioactives that are not easy to find anywhere else. So we are providing this tremendous dosage and diversity of vitamins and minerals and other components that are going to protect your cells and your metabolisms against different threats. And let's start with the challenges from our daily basis. Each one of us, we are constantly dealing with pollution, with different stressors, dealing with lack of sleep, um poor diet. Also, we are consuming alcohol, tobacco. We have different factors of inflammation and oxidation. And these kind of factors are damaging, are affecting our cells and also accelerating aging as well. So we need this extra support. We are getting so many oxidants from our diets, from the air, from food. Also, you can add different medications as well that are also providing secondary effects, not positive ones, and many other disruptors that are affecting the optimal function of our body and our cells. So we need resources to deal to that. We need resources to better deal with these kind of stressors and protect ourselves against oxidations, against free radicals. Free radicals are a very aggressive compounds that are destroying our tissues, destroying our cells, destroying our proteins, and many other micronutrients that are needed in our metabolism. So the consequences of such damage, because oxidation and inflammation, it will realize it will impact on our immune system, our healthy metabolism, is going to impact our cognitive function, our brains, and is going to affect also our energy, our vitality, will be impacted in many other tissues and areas in our bodies, muscles, organs, etc. So we need to provide resources to our defenses so they protect us against all these factors, right? Vitamins and minerals, vitamins and minerals are pretty well known to provide like the basic foundation of our metabolisms. Vitamins and minerals are needed for every single biochemical reaction. Every single cell requires or vitamins or minerals in order to function properly. And also antioxidants plays wonderful, wonderful resources in order to protect our body against oxidation and protect our cells and our DNA as well. If our cells they don't have the proper resources, they will struggle. Okay, so the first step is always to go for a healthy lifestyle. All right. uh, Go to the plant-based food in where we are going to find, yes, phytonutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals as well. Also, proper hydration, exercising regularly. All those habits, of course, are going to be of great help. But we know that building a healthy lifestyle and sustaining a healthy lifestyle is not easy. It's a battle every single day, every single week. But in the process, we can take advantage of supplementation. All right. And we have different components that can help us in that matter. And we put emphasis on supplementing ourselves or strengthening our diet with vitamins, minerals from so many types, powerful antioxidants as polyphenols. Actually, resveratrol is a polyphenol. It's a very powerful antioxidant. And all these nutrients will support different areas in our body, all right? Because because we have seen that, or most people think that when taking a multivitamin product is in order to feel more energized, to produce better energy. But from the understanding we already have, a product like a multivitamin is not only for energy, it's for protection, it's for proper function in our cells. But in the case of immunotech, we are not only looking for the nutritional support, we are also looking very strongly for protection and antioxidant support. It's more like a functional multivitamin, all right? But when you are designing a formula for a multivitamin product, what you will see out there is that most products out there are based on the recommended daily intake or the recommended daily allowance. Most of the multivitamins out there, they are going for the minimum dosage of vitamins and minerals, like the recommended minimum daily intake, basically, which is not a bad idea, but provides deficiency. Is a deficient formula. There is another concept in science, in the community, that is called the daily optimal intake. The optimal intake is when you are providing a higher dosage of that vitamin, of that mineral, in order your cells now they are in optimized conditions to perform their function. Actually, in science, what we see is that the daily optimal intake will provide further benefits, further than the nutritional support. It's going to provide health, physiological benefits. It's going to improve cellular performance. So, in the case of Immunotech, when we decided to go for this formula, we were like, we are not going to go like the rest of the products out there with the minimal recommended intake. No, we are going for the optimal dosage, daily optimal intake. And that's what you can see in multi-resveratrol, a product in comparison with most of the offers out there. You will see higher concentration, higher dosage in vitamins and minerals. All right. So we were looking for something more, for something extra, a more functional multivitamin product. All right. This is very important because the selection of these vitamins and minerals and the dosage of each one of those was also thinking about glutathione. As you know, we are experts on glutathione, right? We have products like Immunocal, glutathione precursor. You know that, right? Well, as you know, as we discussed in the past, every single cell, they have their own glutathione machinery, right? They have this little machine that is producing glutathione, all right? This machine, this glutathione factory in your cells requires vitamins and minerals. So we decided to provide the dosage and the diversity of those vitamins and minerals in order to optimize the production of glutathione. So this product, multi-resveratrol from Immunotech, is going to support your antioxidant defenses, is going to support glutathione production, and is going to support your immune system as well. With that said, yes, our product is not only a multivitamin product, it's a functional multivitamin with immunity, with real immunity support, with real antioxidant support. All right, this is a really interesting data and explanation, so you know that these are very powerful products, and that's why we needed the daily optimal intake in each single vitamin and mineral in the formulation. All right. So you are having nutritional support and protective support as well. This is fascinating because most people is looking the multivitamin only to support their nutrition, which is correct, yes. But in this case, we are going beyond that. You are getting all this kind of support when including a multi-resveratrol product in your daily nutrition. You are supporting your natural defenses, antioxidant defense, immunity support. Yeah, yes, you are going to promote energy production, but also you are going to protect your skin, your hair, your bones, your muscles, and also providing defenses against free radicals, defenses against oxidation. So you have super nutrients here. You have a super product here with the spirit of immunotech, immunity nutrition. And among the vitamins you can find there, you will see all the vitamins from B complex that are required for energy metabolism. Also, you will find classic vitamins like vitamin C, which is a very powerful antioxidant as well, and also chlorella, a very nutrient-rich algae that also can deliver elements that are not easy to find in your daily diet. Chlorella has been studied for over 20 years, I guess, and having it here in the product will provide all these extra nutrition and extra benefits in terms of defenses. Also, you have all the classes support of the vitamins that are also required for protection and requires for all the biochemical reactions. All right. And of course, resveratrol. Resveratrol is pretty famous because it's coming from grape. The skin of the grapes are very rich in resveratrol. Also, resveratrol is known as the longevity antioxidants, has been very well known in the last 20 years of research, known as the anti-aging antioxidants. And in a way, yes, it is. Resveratrol goes very well with our cells. It's a very protective compound, and also it's a really good friend of glutathione as well. All right. And this is a very interesting fact because the combination between immunocal and multiresveratrol makes a lot of sense, especially because resveratrol is going to be more potent. It will create more impact if we have good levels of glutathione in our cells. That's why glutathione is called the master antioxidant, because glutathione recycles other antioxidants, including resveratrol as well. All right? Making sense? Yeah? Pretty easy? Awesome. So remember, just putting emphasis on this, you are not only getting a multivitamin, we are getting a protective multivitamin, a functional multivitamin, all right? A multivitamin with a powerful antioxidant protection as well. Not only because you have all the antioxidant vitamins like vitamin E, vitamin C, also selenium is pretty well used by our antioxidant defenses, resveratrol, and the bioactive compounds from chlorella. Also, chlorella has been studied for its detoxifying properties as well. So you have a very protective multivitamin here. In Immunotech, we are pretty passionate about immunity support, immunity protection. We are pretty passionate about natural defenses. And that's exactly what we provide in this product, multiresveratrol, a very protective multivitamin, going beyond than any other multivitamin out there. And also remember this, focus on a higher dosage that is required for optimal cellular performance. Our formula is based on the daily optimal intake for all our vitamins and minerals present in the product. All right. Also, who needs this kind of product? Like any adult I can remember. Any person needs this kind of support in their daily nutrition. Any person needs this kind of support, this kind of nutrition. Two simple capsules to take every single day in any moment of the day. Easy to be part of anyone's regime in terms of nutrition. Also, if we can take a look at this chart in terms of the features between the multiresveratrol and the rest of the products, we will see that we are way more superior than any other multivitamins out there. We will see that the generic multivitamins, they only provide 10, 50 sort of vitamins and minerals. We provide 21. That's a lot. Most multivitamins, or all of them, they won't provide resveratrol. They don't provide that. They don't provide chlorella algae extract at all. If we go for vitamin gummies, well, that's the worst, right? Gummies are like a disaster, especially because one of the main limitations in gummies is the low dosage per gummy. Actually, that's one of the inconvenience in that technology. You cannot put a lot of the active in the gummy. And also, you cannot put a lot of things in the gummy either. So you will see only vitamin gummies with only a few number or only a few elements of vitamins and minerals, and with this very small dosage. And of course, we know resveratrol and we know chlorella algae in there. And also another inconvenience with gummies. Gummies are basically sugar, are made of sugar, literally. So you will see added sugar there and some other additives that you don't want in your diet. On the other hand, if you go to these powders, superfood powders, based on veggies, for instance, well, maybe you will find some phytonutrients there, but you won't have the 21 vitamins and minerals, and you won't find that diversity of vitamins and minerals in that dosage, the daily optimal intake. You won't find it there. All right. So only multiresveratrol is the superior formula, not only in terms of nutrition for vitamins and minerals, but also in terms of support, in terms of protection for your cells. All right. Just give me a second. So just very quickly, you have resveratrol, the anti-aging antioxidant, pretty famous for antioxidant support, for longevity, for protection, and along with chlorella, only with those two ingredients, you can expect a superior multivitamin that can be included in your diet. All right? We took a lot of time designing the product. We took a lot of time selecting the ingredients, preparing the high premium extracts that we will use in the formula, because Immunotech is always looking for premium ingredients for premium quality in each one of our products. And multiresveratrol is not the exception. It's a wonderful, wonderful product. So you have a product that goes well for anyone you know. It doesn't matter your employee, your activities. Everyone is looking to protect themselves, to provide energy, to provide vitality, to improve their intake of vitamins and minerals, and also looking for powerful antioxidant. All of that, you can find it in one single product, multi-resveratrol. So it's very convenient, effective. This ratio of convenience and effectiveness, you can find it here in multi-resveratrol. All right. Easy to include in every single meal in your routine. You can take it early in the morning or along with your meal. You can include it there pretty easily. And this could be a product that can be sustained for your daily life. Most people is familiarized with multivitamin products, right? So it's easier to position the product. Most people is aware about the value of including a multivitamin product in their diet. Well, now you can suggest a superior product with real protective benefits, with real immunity support as well, with real antioxidant support. All right. Thank you very much. And that's it. Pretty straightforward product, pretty clear product, pretty useful for anyone, and clearly superior to any other proposal out there in terms of multivitamin. This is a multivitamin from Immunotech. All right.
You have a question in the chat.
Okay. So, uh, from my part, that's it. Thank you. No, no, I'm joking. No, no, we have a second product right now. We are switching channels now. We were talking about multiresveratrol, a product that has been with Immunotech for so long. But now we are going to cover a product that was launched just last year and is rising incredibly. It's a huge success. Actually, of course, we desire that every single product from Immunotech provides huge impact in the market, but we were not expecting the level of impact from a product like Wimms, the one that we are going to cover right now. I have a presentation. Let me see if we can run it properly because I have some videos in the presentation. Let me see if we can run those videos. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Please just confirm if you are watching the screen right now. Hmm.
Not yet, Hugo.
No, not yet. It seems that the PowerPoint with the videos somehow, I don't know why, is like having problems, but it doesn't matter. I have the version in PDF, so we can run it better that way. Just give me a sec. Yeah, probably we will use it. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I'm back.
Hello.
Don't get scared. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the PowerPoint. It seems that the videos in the file are like having trouble with Zoom, but it doesn't matter. We have the PDF version, which is way more friendly. Right? Just give me a sec. Okay, so you are running the video, Carmen?
Not
Oh,
me. I think the video
no?
is from Silar. Silar, the video is from your computer. No le oigo, creo que está hablando. Hugo, I think is speaking, but speaking in Hungarian.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Well,
Okay.
at least we can see the video. Not hearing it, but at least we can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't hear it. All right. A smart gummy for everyone, for the kids especially. But we know that also adults are loving the product as well, including myself. Okay, so just let me know when you see the screen.
It's okay.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Well, let's explore about this kids product, the proposal of kids product from Immunotech. Uh, in the last decade, Immunotech has been pretty interested in providing brain nutrition. Actually, the same Immunocal and many other products provide brain support. And we have different ingredients and actives in different products in the portfolio that supports our brain development, brain health, brain performance, cognitive performance, etc. But always focusing on adults. Yeah, because any person is looking for better concentration, better learning, improved creativity, improved memory retention, and also reduced the risk of brain diseases, right? But always looking from the adult needs, which is great. Also, the same glutathione provides a lot of support to our brains health. But we decided last year that was time to think in our little ones. And that's why we came with this product, with Wimms. And we decided to use it. We decided to use the most advanced technology you can find in a product for kids. It took us several years. This Wimms project, it took us like 3 years, the product developed per se, but years ago, we were evaluating idea, etc. And we didn't want it to just launch any kids product. No, we were looking for a very, very special product with the spirit of Immunotech, as you can see. And that's why we were able to find one of the nicest and strongest technology to promote brain development and brain nutrition for kids. And that's why this product is amazing. Wimms is actually the product me, Hugo Palafox, was looking for my kids. When I saw the first prototype of the product, I was totally sure that this product was the one I was looking for my own kids. And we will understand why. Because finding a supplement for our kids is not easy. For some of you that you have little kids, it's not easy at all to find a supplement for them. They are really tough, really complicated when taking a product because of the flavor, because of the texture. At that ages, kids are not that much disciplined with supplementation. We, the parents, are the ones teaching them, especially because most parents today, I mean, all parents, we are looking at healthy development in our kids in general, a healthy brain development. Of course, we want to see our kids learning efficiently, being creative, socializing greatly, with a healthy childhood, healthy kids, smart kids, also with great development in their bones, in their size, in their eyes, and etc., etc. A healthy kid, and many of the parents, we are aware that nutrition is one of the critical factors there. And sometimes with the daily diet for our kids, with sometimes it's challenging, well, supplementation becomes super helpful. The same for adults. Of course, supplementation is super valuable, but for kids, it's like a magical tool there. But the thing is that it's not easy because they are very picky. They are pretty. Uh, they are experts on flavors. Sometimes, most of the times, it's not easy for them to accept happily some flavors. All right. So we were looking extensively for different kinds of technologies that were superior in terms of absorption, in terms of experience, in terms of texture, in terms of flavor, because most of the options out there are not totally adequate for kids. Capsules are not adequate for kids. Tablets, the worst. Chewable tablets, complicated because of the flavor and the texture. The only option that remains are gummies. The gummies. The problem with gummies is that most gummies today are basically candies. Candies that looks like supplements, but are basically candies. And those are not the best for our kids. Most of gummies, they use a lot of additives that are not the best. Added sugar, of course. Gummies are basically carbohydrates. And the payload, the dosage of the active is very little. And even with all those features, Most kids don't like the flavor of gummies, especially gummies focus on omega-3 fatty acids are the most famous and important nutrient for our kids according to science evidence. That's one of the main resources for our kids to develop their brains and also for protection. But the great problem with omega-3 fatty acids is that the flavor, the smell, the fishy flavor, the seafood flavor, because omega-3 fatty acid, most of those are coming from seafood, all right? Fish or seafood. And that's really hard to hide, really hard to mask. But we were able to find a tremendous technology. Actually, it's the best technology I have seen in terms of food science. It's a technology that has been developed and explored for over 20 years. And the technology is basically focused on mimic to replicate the configuration of the nutrients in the food, in the natural food, in the conventional food. We were able to replicate in a way the configuration of nutrients, either proteins or fats or vitamins and minerals, and put it together in a matrix that simulates the configuration of real food and also improving the absorption of the nutrients. This is fantastic. This technology is being patented. So you see in the screen this little serving. We call it a smart shoe or a smart gummy. And actually, it's not a gummy. It's the next step in the evolution of supplements for kids. Is the next step in the evolution of gummies, if you say so. This is a smart gummy or a smart chew. But it's totally different from any gummy you know. Like literally all of them. This is the next generation because we establish a technology in where we replicate the configuration of real food because this is what is happening. For instance, in real food, you find like the fats, right? The lipids, the fat, the healthy fats, along with proteins. They are combined, they are together. And inside all that matrix, also you find vitamins, minerals, and other actives all together in the same matrix, in the same configuration. Well, we replicate that and improve the solubilization of the ingredients. And this is basically a rapid description of the smart gummy. You have a protein matrix, and you have the emulsification of healthy fats in there. So you are putting together protein, water, and healthy fats together, and all of them are emulsified in a homogeneous layer. And once you have that, you can add vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and so on and so on and so on, and providing a spectacular flavor and texture. This is fantastic, and we have it here in Immunotech. And this is the technology we use to develop the product for kids. Also, with this configuration, in where the foundation are omega-3 fatty acids, this technology was patented, and we were able to demonstrate that the fatty acids, the omega-3 fatty acids, are better absorbed, are over 40% of faster absorption and utilization in comparison with any other omega-3 in capsules. Yes, including the capsule we have omega G fatty acid. The one we have, well, the omega-3 fatty acids in the Wimms is 40% higher in absorption and potency because of this food matrix configuration. This is a spectacular. So we are delivering the best that technology can provide to our kids, to our little ones. We are providing the best for those. And that was the spirit behind Immunocal, providing the best for our kids. Even better that for ourselves is for our kids, and we are delivering that in a product like Wimms. All right. We are providing a faster solubilization, faster absorption. And in terms of dosage, this is crazy. We are delivering up to 20 more times the potency that you can find in a regular gummy for kids. Because most of the kits of the gummy for kids, they provide very little of the compound and a lot of sugar. In Immunotech, in one single smart chew, in one single little smart gummy, we are delivering 20 times more dosage than one single gummy of the competition. And also, with no sugar at all. We don't need sugar in order to get a delicious product with a delicious texture and flavor. So we can see that in products in the competition, the kid needs to eat 15 grams of sugar or even more, 30 grams of sugar in order to provide the same dosage of omega-3 fatty acids in one single chew. So no sugar. We are way more superior. We are way more advanced than any other options for supplements in kids. That's what we are delivering in this product with all the technology and the science that Immunotech really, really, really likes. All right. And for the formulation, we were putting a lot of emphasis on omega-3 fatty acids, of course, because there's plenty of evidence, plenty of clinical trials that describe all the benefits in terms of brain nutrition, cognitive development, also providing better protection to our defenses, the immune system, the inflammation reduction, the impact on the cardiovascular health, the eye health as well. Also, omega-3 fatty acids can help to our kids to better regulate emotions because the omega-3 fatty acids work very well on the brain. Also, we promote better development in general, bone and muscle development. So it was like a total conclusion that omega-3 fatty acids was going to be the main ingredient in Wimms. All right. And now in a delicious format, because the ones you already tried Wimms, I don't know if all of you already tried it, but the ones we already tried Wimms, the Wimms product is amazing. You cannot even imagine that you can find there fish oil. There's no fish flavor at all in the product. You cannot imagine that you have fish oil in there, but you don't detect it. The flavor is delicious and there is no aftertaste, no fishy taste after the intake. This is fantastic and it's because of the technology we have in the product. No sugar and also very high dosage of omega-3 fatty acids per serving. This product has been so successful that not only kids are taking the product, also adults are taking the product as well. All right. And now you have that format. Also, we decided to include, well, choline, which is one of the most famous nutrients in terms of neurons nutrition. Brain development and brain performance, cognitive performance relies on the healthy SNRE of your neurons. The communication of information, the information uh, network in your brain relies on your neurons. And choline is one of the most famous nutrients for neuron nutritional. So if we are looking to improve cognitive and neurological function, choline is like the proper option. So you have omega-3 fatty acids and also you have choline in there for your kids. And also when designing the product, we were thinking like, okay, we already have the matrix in where you have protein, you have omega-3 fatty acids, you already have choline. What if, what if we take advantage of that and we create also a multivitamin product in the same place? So we decided to add 8 essential vitamins for our kids: vitamin C, vitamin A, E, D complex, B complex, vitamin D, etc., etc. All the essentials vitamin that any kid needs for proper development, for defenses, for protection, for antioxidant support, and so on and so on and so on. So Wimms is also a multivitamin product with brain support with omega-3 fatty acids and the choline. This is fantastic because most parents are looking for multivitamin products for their kids with really negative results because they don't find the adequate products for the kids. And now in one single product, you have brain support, development support, and multivitamin support, and in a product that is really easy for the kids to take. Actually, the problem we have with the kids is that they want to take more smart gummies. Not only one, they want to take one, two, three, four, because it's so delicious and so easy to sustain every single day. All natural ingredients, natural flavors, no artificial ingredients in there, sugar free, easy to swallow, delicious taste, and delicious and very easy to chew. Dissolves pretty easily in your mouth. So you have the perfect product and the most superior product you can find in the market for your kids. Brain development, brain health, immunity support, eye support, promote better teeth and bones and better protection and cognitive performance for your kid in one single smart shoe. This is a picture of my family. By the way, that's my wife and my little kids. And we are Wimms family here. Every time they go to school, before they go into school, they are taking Immunocal, Reds and Greens booster, and their Wimms as well. That's the nutritional regime they have every single morning before going to school. All right. Thank you very much. And we are just at the edge of a time of the session, but of course we can take some questions from you guys.
You have a question about multi and red and green booster.
Yeah, I nada más I went out of the session and then I came back, so I don't have the question there. But I saw the question regarding to the comparison between multiresveratrol and the booster reds and greens, right? Okay. Yeah, those are totally different products that can go very well together. For one side, you have the optimizer, the booster reds and greens to potentialize the antioxidant support with this combination of fruits and vegetables, the sulforaphane. to potentialize the antioxidant production, right? Those are one side. And on the other side, you have multi-resveratrol with all the vitamins and minerals support. And yes, of course, with antioxidant protection. But remember, the the optimizer, the booster, Reds and Grease, potentialize any antioxidant coming from your diet. So if you take the optimizer with the multiresveratrol, well, you will get better results when using both. All right. Just quick question. Some of you already took Wimms? You already took Wimms or not? Just raise your hand. That's great. That's great. Awesome. Also, like a fun fact, we are we are working constantly in our product development, right? So we are planning to use the same technology in Wimms, but for other products. But that will take time. Just be ready for some news that are going to come eventually. All right. So if we don't have any other questions, I think we are good to go. And of course, if you have any other question in the future regarding to the product, I'm pretty happy to answer those questions. Just touch base with the commercial staff or the training staff about that, and they will let me know that question, and I will be happy to help you. All right. Well, Carmen, I think this is our last session, right? Or yeah, right?
No,
No,
we
we have
have
other
one.
ones.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. The last one.
Okay, too. Okay, so be ready for that and see you in the next session. All right. Thank you very much. Be hack. Tech family. Take care.
Thank you. Well, thank you very
Bye.
much.
Thank you
Thank
to
you,
the
guys.
translators as well. Wonderful
Yes,
job. Thank
yes,
you.
thank you to the translator. Yes. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.